Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What is S genuinely terrifying fact? People who have Neanderthal DNA tend to have a gene variant that allows for better coagulation. Great for fighting woolly rhinos. Less so when it starts misfiring and giving you random blood clots requiring emergency surgeries. Damn, I hope your mom's okay then. That's a violation, my friend. Edit. 2,000 upvotes is crazy. 23andMe says I'm top 10% for Neanderthal DNA. Is that related or unrelated to your username? Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Mad cow. Can lie dormant for more than 50 years. Is universally fatal. And is inheritable. There is no cure. I had a pastor who died from it in 1998. He was infected in the 70s when he was in a bad car accident and needed brain surgery. Sometime between when he was infected and when he died, instruments used in brain surgery became single-use because there was no way to disinfect them from prions. It doesn't help to sterilize via alcohol, hot water, or even radiation, for all those methods are meant to kill living microorganisms. But prions are just misshapen proteins. They cannot be killed because they are not technically alive. My mom passed from this. Took a healthy, energetic 60-year-old woman that maybe looked 50. And turned her into a semi-vegetative shell of her former self. It's fucking destructive. And I have no idea if it's dormant in me. My grandma died of CJD at approximately 59, back when I was first grade. I had just seen her 6 months earlier at my grandpa's funeral, scattering his ashes in his favorite lake on a warm summer day. Then all of a sudden we were back in Chicago, and she was on her deathbed taking her last rites. Shortly afterwards we were scattering her ashes at that same lake in the snow. The Red Cross now takes blood from people who lived in Europe in the 90s. But they still won't take blood from people who may have the hereditary variant. That this entire thread is going to be poached and stuck on TikTok with a weird robot voice and some kind of video game playing in the background. Update. Well, this blew up. While I've got everyone's attention, has anyone got any more book recommendations for this post? https reddit.com/r/inside09/s/inbopmd1e1m need some more. Stop it. You're sending shivers up my spine. That brain aneurysms usually does not have symptoms and it can kill you if it ruptures. My ex-boyfriend had symptoms. Massive headache and apparently his calves hurt as if after some huge exercise. Then the headache got so bad that he puked. Took metro to the hospital alone. Puked more. In hospital they did a CT scan and immediately rushed him to the OR. The aneurysm ruptured during surgery but luckily doctors caught it and he's now fine. He was in his 20s when it happened. When I was 14, my friend got off of the school bus and we asked her if she was gonna come hang out with us a little later like we normally did. She said she had a headache and was gonna lay down and she never woke up. She was 16, and we were 14-year-old boys who thought she was the coolest thing. Don't really know if we ever processed her death to be honest. This is what killed Grant Imahara from Mythbusters. He was 49. Legit didn't know he was dead. WTF. That two Scottish doctors originally invented the first chainsaw prototype for childbirth. If I was in stirrups and heard the doctor revving up a chainsaw, I would clench hard enough to suck the kid back in. It was a crank-powered saw, not a gas motor. There is a species of caterpillar. Big Blue out of Great Britain I believe. That tricks ants into thinking it's an ant queen in distress. The ants take this caterpillar back to the nest where the caterpillar continues acting like a queen, but devouring all the ant larvae. This destroys the ant colony from the inside. There are some studies that can point to this species actively finding which larvae will eventually become the next queen and devour those larvae first. And there's a wasp that parasitizes this caterpillar inside the ant nest, laying its eggs in the living caterpillar and emerging before the caterpillar metamorphoses into the butterfly. Life, finds a way. It's a bug playing a bug pretending to be another bug. Nature's Trojan horse. The US military has lost several nuclear weapons and not all of them have been recovered. Add the ones the Soviets lost without us ever knowing. Lost, sold, what's the difference? That there are people in this world who have absolutely zero support. And absolutely zero people to count on. Reminds me of Joyce Vincent. She died around Christmas 2003 and remained totally undiscovered in her flat in a busy estate in London until January 2006. The only reason she was found was she became so far behind on her bills that she was investigated. The truly sad thing was she was popular and quite outgoing. She had love interests and quite a few friends. She even recorded a few songs in a studio. However, she became estranged from her family and had no close friends at all, so much so that for an emergency contact she put her bank manager. Everyone, from friends to colleagues, just assumed she'd moved away or something. Most people she knew were unaware she'd died until a film was made about her, Dreams of a Life. Her body was so decomposed it was impossible to determine a cause of death. She remained sat in her living room surrounded by Christmas presents with the TV on for more than 2 years. This thought is horrifying. In my darkest times, I had people to turn to, but what about those who don't? No family, no friends, no support system. Nothing. You kinda just make your own and live out of spite, I guess. Skeptical smiley face.